Please forgive my deodorant stains on my
Okay,
shirt.
so
I recorded this and did not even know, and I wasn't going to record it,
basically
so
you've
this is
come
what you
too
get.
far to press rewind. You've come too far to press rewind. Have you ever felt like you were on a loop that you've been here before? This looks familiar. That's called a pattern. And if you're starting to notice it, that means you're you're on your way to enlightenment. When you start noticing your pattern of your behavior, that means that you can change it if it's a negative pattern. But you need to understand you have come too far to press rewind. And by that I mean, do not go back to things that you have been freed from, situations that you pray to get out of. And it might look different depending on the different people in your life, but the underlying theme is the same. And that's what feels familiar. You're like, I remember this feeling. This sounds familiar. I know what it feels like when I have not put my boundaries in place. Or I know what it feels like when someone is disappointing me, when they have continuously not followed through with what they said they were going to do. So we need to be very mindful and attentive when we feel like we've been somewhere before, because we're going to feel it in our bodies. But for cognitively, it may never register to us because it may be subconscious, right? You need to understand that when you start recognizing your patterns, that is a positive sign of growth. But secondly, you have a choice. You get to decide, do you ignore that feeling of familiarity and of uncomfortableness? Do you ignore that? Or do you end it to move forward and step off of the loop? It's a karmic loop, a cycle. And it's not easy to get off because it's the unknown. You're not used to standing up for yourself. You're not used to saying no. You're not used to, demanding respect of your boundaries. You're not used to that because you're so used to giving in and you being the one compromising. That keeps you on a loop. And you're going to continue to experience situations that challenge you on that very same thing because subconsciously you need to rectify that. You need to reconcile that. Subconsciously, it is a pain source for you. Every time you refuse to take the steps to get off the loop, you just sink right back into another cycle. And them damn cycles, them cycles might be a year, 2 years, 7 years. Them cycles might produce children. Them cycles might have you in the hospital for health issues. All because you could not take the steps to protect yourself because it felt uncomfortable. It felt weird. I'm a recovering people pleaser. Saying no is very hard for me. Even though I say it, I have to battle with the fact that it's okay for me to say no. And they can be okay with it. Anyone who is close to me understands if I'm saying no, it's not out of hatred or ill will. It's something that I cannot functionally do. And I used to feel guilty about that because I was used to sacrificing myself for others, because that's what we do, right? All right. So if this is for you, you have come too far to press rewind. You cannot go back on the loop because we don't know how long this loop will last. So if you are in a position and you're at a crossroads and you're like, I know I should do this, but it's uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, what do I do? I'll just stay here. If you are at that crossroad, you need to go where it's uncomfortable. This is your sign. If you're seeing this is your sign to go where it is uncomfortable. Because if you're staying somewhere because it's safe, you're in the loop. You're in the comfort zone. And there's no growth in the comfort zone. I didn't come this far to come this far, which means you got to keep going, right? You got to keep going. I don't know if anyone has been on a healing journey. If you've been deep in your healing journey for years and years, you don't want to, you will always be tested. And the tests just get harder and harder. I'm just going to tell y'all it doesn't, but it does. Until you accept them for what they are. And as they come to you, you're like, okay, I can deal with this. All right, I'm going to just do what I have to do. Yeah, this is a bad situation. Okay, I know how to get out of this because I've gotten on the other stuff. So you start proving to yourself that you can overcome things. The things that come your way don't overwhelm you. Right? So it's like, I know that this is a horrible situation, but I've gotten through worse things, or even not even worse, I've gotten through worse. I've gotten through things. So here's another thing, and I will get through this too. But we move forward. We don't go backwards. And if you feel a pattern, you have to tap into that. That is the universe, that's God, that's spirit, trying to get your attention by sending you the feelings, right? To recognize you have a choice, right? We have free will, right? And if you say you want XYZ, but you're settling for XYZ over here, you're settling for ABC, and you're going to send the message that, okay, well, I said I wanted this, but I'm accepting this, so unconsciously I'm really telling you I want the other thing that's not good for me, because it's too hard for you to not go that route. It's easier to go that route because it's familiar. We've been here before. Oh, I know how to hustle. I know how to just get by. I know how to do that. I know how to play the game. I can manage.
Girl, you won't believe who they hired for that new position. You won't. Yes, girl,
every time
her.
you
she
get
all
back
that.
onto that roller coaster ride of a loop, it's going to be more and more different types of loops that it takes you through. It might have went just this way, last time, but this time it might be like, oh, it might take you all around the freaking world and back. Oh shit. And you're like, you still caught up in it because you didn't get off when you supposed to. You done missed your stop. You done missed your stop. Get off the loop. This is your stop. This is your stop. Get off the loop. Right? Ride's over. Ride's over. You know, like a bus route? A bus takes the same route every day. I used to ride a bus, so hey, I know how it is. You get on this, if you ride that bus, if you fall asleep, have you ever fallen asleep on a bus? Have you ever fallen asleep on a bus? I mean, you wake up and you're like, we back here again? That's what it feels like to be in a karmic loop. You've gone somewhere, but you've gone in a circle. I can get on a different bus and make the same circle, just different bus.
I don't know why I keep attracting the same kind of person. I don't know.
It just dressed up differently, but the feeling is the same. I feel like I've been here before. Oh, next stop. Give me the hell off this shit. I'm getting off. No, I'll figure my way back to the house. Next stop. But it's comfortable on the bus. I know I got a nice seat. I'm safe. If I get off the next stop, I don't know what's out there. I don't know what neighborhood this is. What am I gonna do?
Meanwhile, the bus is raggedy and the AC doesn't work.
You figure it out. You get yourself off the loop and figure it out. It's never as bad as you think it is. That's the ego trying to trap you. It's a different video though.